Today we're taking a look at these NBA matches, which are happening on Friday, November 11th, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe and push that notification bell to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. By becoming a member of the High Stakes Patreon, you will have access to our best team picks, total picks, parlay picks and much more. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting predictions that ends up costing you a lot of time and money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Golden State Warriors vs Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland has been one of the most impressive teams in the NBA so far this season, even after suffering consecutive losses to the Clippers and Kings earlier this week. The Cavaliers lost to Toronto in their season opener before rattling off 8 wins in a row, including a pair of upset victories over Boston. They made a big splash in the offseason when they acquired star guard Donovan Mitchell from Utah, and that move has paid dividends so far. Mitchell has led the team in scoring in each of the last 3 games, pouring in 38 points against the Kings on Wednesday. Golden State is hoping that its performance on Monday signaled the beginning of a turnaround, as the Warriors have been a major disappointment early in the season. They went 3-2 in their first 5 games before going on a 5-game losing streak. Golden State was competitive in most of those games, but its poor defense was the difference every time. The Warriors finally got back on track against Sacramento on Monday, escaping with a 116-113 win as 8-point favorites. They were paced by star guard Steph Curry, who poured in a season-high 47 points, knocking down 7 3-pointers. He came up with a pair of clutch free throws in the final seconds to secure the win. There is often money to be made fading either big market teams or teams with bona fide superstars, and that has been the case with the Warriors and Lakers this year. Golden State is having trouble slowing anyone down on the defensive end, which does not bode well against a Cleveland offense that is in the top 10 in the NBA. The Cavaliers have completely changed their trajectory as a franchise by adding Mitchell, and they have covered the spread in 8 of their last 10 games. Golden State has been vastly overvalued, covering once in its last 6 games. I want no part of the Warriors right now, while Cleveland is an undervalued team that I am happy to back. Take the Cleveland plus 2 points. Cleveland's West Coast road trip is coming to an end on Friday as they play the defending NBA champion Golden State Warriors. The road trip kicked off with a win in Detroit before heading west, where they beat the LA Lakers, but then lost to the Clippers and Sacramento Kings. In their game against the Kings, they were led by Donovan Mitchell, who dropped 38 points, while Caris LeVert had a double-double with 21 points and 10 rebounds. Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley chipped in with 20 and 16 points, respectively. Golden State hasn't played since Monday when they hosted the Sacramento Kings, so they have been waiting a while for this Cavs game. In the game against the Kings, the Warriors outscored Sacramento 61-46 to rally from behind and win by 3 points. In the game, Golden State was led by Steph Curry, who dropped 47 points, along with 8 rebounds and 8 assists, while Andrew Wiggins had a double-double with 25 points and 10 rebounds. Klay Thompson chipped in with 16 points, while Kevin Looney had 13 rebounds. The Golden State Warriors do not look like a good basketball team right now, and even though they are at home, they should not be laying 3 points against the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Warriors' defense has been a huge concern as they are giving up a ton of points, while Cleveland's offense is one of the best in the NBA. Along with that, they are shooting 48.3% from the field and 40.1% from 3, which rank second. Even though the Cavs are on a 2-game losing skid and the last game of a road trip is always tough, they should be able to score a ton of points against the Warriors. Cleveland also has the shooting to match Curry, Poole and Thompson from 3, while the Cavs play such good defense, they should be able to limit them. Take the Cavaliers plus 3 points. Los Angeles Lakers vs Sacramento Kings. The Sacramento Kings, 4-6, enter this contest performing well against the spread this season, 7-3-0, but the team has not played well at home, going 2-3 through their first 5 home contests. They are also 2-3 on the road and would love to even that mark heading back to Sacramento for Sunday's contest against Golden State. The Los Angeles Lakers, 2-9, are also 2-9 ATS through the early part of the year. Los Angeles began the season with a 5-game losing streak but looked like they were riding the ship with back-to-back victories over Denver and New Orleans. However, they have now dropped 4 straight contests and return home where they are 2-4 this season. It isn't often that you see Sacramento as the favorite against the Lakers in Los Angeles, but this Lakers team is struggling. They are battling through injuries as James has been struggling with back and knee injuries, while Anthony Davis is also working his way through some aches and pains. This is an old team who are likely going to struggle all season long. In fact, it would not be surprising to see this team win no more than 25 games. Sacramento also got off to a terrible start, losing their first 4 contests. However, they are 4-2 since then and are getting great production out of De'Aaron Fox, who is averaging 25.2 points, 5.0 rebounds, and 5.1 assists per game. The point guard is turning into quite the producer for this Kings team, and he joins Sabonis and Huerter in being players who can take control of a game. The big 3 for Sacramento will lead the Kings to victory. Take the Sacramento Kings ATS -2. The Kings entered Tuesday's game as underdogs, but yet again proved they have the talent to compete against the top teams. Against Cleveland, the Kings shot 52.6% from the field, 43.6% from beyond the arc, and 85.7% from the free throw line. They were able to pull down 2 offensive rebounds and 22 defensive rebounds for a total of 24 rebounds on the night. Sacramento stole the ball 12 times and recorded 30 total assists. On the night, they scored 8 points off turnovers and 40 points in the paint. Domantas Sabonis led the Kings shooting 62.5% from the field for 21 points, while adding 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 steals. Harrison Barnes contributed, making 75% of his shots from the field and 50% of his shots from deep for 20 points on the night. Barnes also recorded 9 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. The Lakers have struggled to compete this season, sporting a 2-9 record and a 4-game losing streak. Against the Clippers, the Lakers shot 45.5% from the field, while sinking 31.2% of their shots from deep and 64.7% for their free throws. They outrebounded the Clippers, grabbing 43 rebounds, allowing them to pull down 41 boards. The Lakers scored 52 points in the paint, 19 points off turnovers, and 20 fast break points. At the end of the night, LeBron James had 30 points, shooting 54.5% from the field, 44.4% from deep, and 50% from the free throw line. James left the game with a groin injury and is listed as day-to-day. Anthony Davis was the next prolific shooter, earning 21 points while making 56.3% of his shots from the field and 75% of his free throws. The Lakers may be without LeBron, which would take their top scorer away from them, leaving it up to Davis and Westbrook to put a large number of points on the board. Even with LeBron, the Lakers are struggling to score, averaging just 107.7 points per game. The Kings are doing slightly better, averaging 115.9 points per game. Fox and Sabonis have been great for the Kings, but the Lakers will contain them on the edges and force them to move the ball around more and get into the paint. The Lakers rely on their game in the paint this season, considering their shooting percentage from beyond the arc isn't pretty, sitting at 29.2%. Considering each team's average score, the under is a safe bet for this matchup with or without LeBron. Take the under, 226.5 points.